Hey there, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to take a look at the package of bees that we installed back in April. Take a look, see how they've grown, see if they're putting away honey. I know we got a decent little flow going on right now, so we're going to get over to there and take a look at them, get this smoker going. I expect the bees to be pretty calm today with it being such a nice, beautiful day. But we just want to be sure. So let me get this smoker going and then I'll meet you over at the hives. Hey guys, made it over here to the hive. Like I was saying earlier, this hive we installed back in April. It started off as a 3-pound package of bees. Started them off in the 10 frame deep. I do have a lot of drawn comb that I've been adding to them, seeing that we lost all of our colonies over the winter. So they are growing pretty decently. A couple weeks ago I put on the second deep, so today we're going to get in there and kind of see how they're filling it out. We're going to give them a little bit of smoke. Pop this top, give them a little bit of smoke, and then I'm going to adjust the screen for you guys so you can see. Alright, let's get this lid off. A little more smoke. Alright. We are seeing some they're definitely putting honey in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say 7 frames of bees up here at the top. And quickly, we'll start the bottom box today. Okay, there's some weight in there. Alright, so typically I do like to start in the bottom box. The reason for that is as you're working the bees, they're going to come back and get in the bottom. If you start at the top, all the bees are going to be disoriented and they're all going to fill into the bottom once you break into it. So we're going to start down here and start going through them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 frames of bees in the bottom here. So they're doing pretty nice. I can definitely tell they're storing some honey, so hopefully the queen still has some room to lay. Starting to draw some of this out. So as I'm going through, I'm just trying to see what they got, see kind of what the brood pattern is looking like. Little patch of brood there, and they're definitely putting away honey syrup, or nectar I should say. Got a frame of brood. Looks like a couple different frame of brood here. Back side. Oh boy. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't have a swarm cell. It looks kind of goofy though, so we're going to continue to look through it here. Was kind of worried about this. I do feel like there's a lot of nectar coming in. So, and you can kind of see where this brood nest, where she was laying and there was brood, we They have a lot of pollen stores in there, pollen and nectar, so they're backfilling all this space that she was originally putting bees. She is still laying some eggs in here. Now I do know last time we checked them, she did move up. Yeah, lots of pollen in here. Yeah, I can see why they might be having the instinct to swarm. Again, we have some brood, but lots of pollen. That's a pretty nice sheet of brood here. Cap brood. Well, that's a pretty solid frame there. But all these areas that she was initially laying in, they're backfilling with nectar. So we might try giving them another box. See what the top looks like here in a minute. Alright, this frame here is a brood frame. There is some capped larva. Lots of eggs. So she has come back down in here and is laying still. This feels heavy, so yeah. Got us a nectar frame, which is good. I haven't been feeding, so I was trying to make sure that there was stuff out here for them. I thought there was. So, and they're starting to work at this and drawing it back out. So. Smoke them bees off of there so I don't squish them when I put the box back on. Alright, so get this organized back up, and I'm going to put the top box back on. Oh yeah. They're starting to draw this one back out. That one I'm pretty sure was a completely scraped frame that I had put back in here, so they're definitely starting to draw it. Here we can start to see some pollen and nectar. You can see the white wax where they're starting to put on or build new wax in here. And all nectar. Queen is laying on this back side. So they are finding room for her to lay. We have different stages of brood here, capped, open, some eggs in there. Same on this side. They are definitely on a flow. I think that means I'm going to have to check these nukes that I put in too, because I want to make sure they're not plugging out their 10 frames. Yeah, everywhere I keep looking, they're backfilling nectar, so. Okay, so I went and found some stuff. I went and found me some old brood combs. Even still got some dead bees still in there. The bees will clean that out. So the plan is to go back in it. We're going to start crushing any of the queen cells that I did see. I only saw a couple, but we're going to make sure they're all gone. If I spot the queen again, we're going to mark her. I got the stuff to mark the queen, and I got a box to put on it. So we're going to try to open up the brood chamber, give the queen more space to lay, kind of move the honey around and give them more space in order to put the honey somewhere else other than in the queen's laying area. So again, I think I'm going to go jump right into the bottom. We'll put them there. I know we have some empty frames and stuff, so I think what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to find the brood chamber and we're going to give the queen some more laying space. So keeping the eye out for the queen. It is starting to get later, so we might get some more frustrated bees. Pollen and honey. So we have brood here. This is where we found our cell. Smoke the bees off of there. And we're going to get rid of that. Yeah. The rest of this is just brood comb. I'm not too worried about that. Queen was laying eggs in here. Let's kind of give this a little mark here. Always be careful with these paint pens. They'll get going quick. So I'm just going to mark there that I had. That's where I noticed the brood starting. As we give her some space, they can always start moving some of this stuff out of the way. Lots of pollen. Not really seen. So I think I'm going to move this to the outside. Or more the outside. Still really close to this brood. That's brood. They have so much pollen in this hive. It is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen any of my hives put up so much pollen so quick. Brood. And I might kind of go through this real quick, bring you guys back for different pieces that bring you back if I see anything interesting. She laid this up pretty nice. That was honey. We're going to move that to the outside. We're going to bring in an empty frame there. We're going to separate this. And then an empty frame here. Alright. That pretty much, that whole bottom is nice and full. The 5 frames of brood down here, and then I bookended it with 2 frames of drawn out brood frames. Hopefully that will give the queen some good space to kind of go in there. I am going to go through the top box one more time. I have this as our outside frame. I actually might switch these because, nah, we'll leave it. Alright, so, looks like we have 5 frames, really about 4. So I'm going to go and put right in between these two. Typically, if you're going to split up a brood chamber, you want to have 2 frames and 2 frames of brood. You don't want a single frame by itself. So we're going to slide this thing in here. Again, already drawn out, ready to go. And then, let's see. We will, since those are already kind of drawn, I'm going to put these in for them to work. Put this one in. Alright, so we got these 2 boxes put back together. I put 2 drawn frames in the bottom, 1 in the middle of the brood up here. And then, so like I said, I got this other box that we're going to set on top. A lot of this is foundation. Some of it has been worked. These frames with the bees on it that they're working, we'll put right here in the middle. right. So this is primarily, I don't even know if you guys can really see it. Yeah. Primarily foundation. Might be a bad idea. I guess we'll have to see in about a week. So. Thanks again for following along. If you guys could, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can continue to see how these bees are progressing. Our next video should be us checking out the 2 nukes that we installed last week. Kind of see how they're progressing. Again, with the flow going on, I would imagine we're going to have to start adding some boxes to them as well. So follow along. Comment if you guys are beekeepers yourself, or if you're looking to get into bees, what kind of videos you might like to see on the channel. Have a great night.